Hello, beautiful soul family. Good evening. It is December 5th. It is day 5 of our decluttering series. I just wanted to once again hang out with you for a few minutes and discuss something else that you can tackle to help clear up the energy around you and to help activate codes of light that are wanting to come in for you to receive, to make necessary changes in your life to welcome in the new. So I wanted to just discuss a little bit about the next item that we're going to, or items that we're going to be tackling. And you probably guessed it is going to be your closet. So a lot of the closets that have been with us throughout our journey, for many have been overwhelming. And it's funny because every time you go to look at your closet, how many of you say things like, I don't have anything to wear? Right? Like raise your hand if you're guilty of that. And I want to start off with that because it very rarely do people walk into their closet and feel like refreshed and renewed. It reminds me of a story I wanted to share with you guys. When my daughter was younger, I remember before we would go school shopping, we actually would take everything out of her closet and out of her drawers, and we'd lay it out in the living room like it was a little store, like we were going to be shopping. So prior to us purchasing new school clothes, or when the weather changes, so we would shop like when it got cold or when it got warm. But we would do that. We would take all the clothes out of her closet. And she was young, maybe 5, 6, 7. We did it until she got to junior high, and then she resented me for it. But what we would do is we'd take everything out of, again, her closet, her drawers, everything, and lay everything out in the living room. All her tops, all her bottoms, shorts, jeans, whatever. And we just pretty much categorized it like we're running a freaking department store, right? And after we did that, her and I would pretend to go shopping. And I said, oh my gosh, this shirt's so cute, or these pants are so cute. And we would make outfits. So after we paired everything up, whatever needed to be in the drawers, we'd put the outfit together and like stick it in the drawers, and the rest we would hang up. So whatever top, whatever bottom. And I loved buying her accessories. So she would have like earrings, little hair pieces or whatever. And I had these little cute mesh bags. So every day for school, she would pick out whatever outfit. And the goal was to never repeat the outfit until she ran out of all her clothes that was hanging and all the clothes that were in her drawer. So it became a game, and it was a lot of fun. She never struggled with what she wanted to wear. And every night she would put her little outfit out. So that went on for years. So of course, Mom did the same thing. So I would take all my clothes out, and if we needed something like, oh, these outfits are cute, we're going to need a pair of brown shoes to go with these outfits. We're going to need a pair of like pink shoes to go with this, and vice versa, whatever shirt or whatever shoes were needed. And I had a list, and it was kind of an organized shopping moment instead of just going and buying whatever. Because what I would find is we'd buy like shirts or pants or whatever, and like pants are really cute, but we didn't have a shirt to wear with it, or the shirt, and we didn't have the pants. So it was kind of chaotic. So that's why I kind of developed that little system for us. And it worked really well for many, many years. So I said, why not share that story? I'd encourage those of you who may have a hard time letting go of the things in your closet and challenge you. Like go out there and look at your closet. And there's a structure, and I'll kind of break it down for you guys because, again, it could be a little overwhelming. And just ask yourself, the things in your closet and the things that you have in your drawers, would you buy them again? Like if you had the opportunity to buy your clothes over again, the one that's already sitting in your closet, would it be something you would purchase again? And go ahead and say, would you purchase it at the same price that you received it? So that's the first question I want you to ask you guys ask yourselves is, would you purchase that clothes once again? Okay. Now, for many of us, we may believe that our clothes is shrinking. So I say there's kind of like a little hidden shrinking machine in the closet somewhere. And many people will hold on to those things. It will fit me later after I lose some weight. If your clothes is bigger, why are you keeping it? I'm going to ask yourself that. I'm going to ask you that. So if your clothes is bigger and you're keeping it for whatever reason, why? Unless you're planning on fitting into it again. But for that clothes that maybe doesn't fit you quite that okay, it's a little tight or whatever, if you've been holding on to it for quite a while, and that's kind of been the story you've told yourself to convince yourself to hold on to it, I want you to set a goal to see if you can fit into that clothes in 2 or 3 months. And be realistic with yourself. If you're holding on to something, at least be able to justify the reason to hold on to it. There's also a lot of things in people's closet that probably don't need to be in there. So if you can transfer any of the items that you do want to keep into other locations, I want to encourage you guys to do that. Now, the reason why I bring up the closet is for many reasons. I'm going to touch on a couple. So first, again, if you go in there and you say you want to purchase, you would want to purchase that item again. We're going to go ahead and have a little challenge. And I'm going to encourage each of you to, as you're keeping everything, to not repeat the same clothes. And you have to go through every single hanger of clothing until you can wear something else. So I'll kind of explain it once again because it can get a little confusing, but that's kind of where I'm going with this. Like, for those of you that have no trouble going in there and just kind of getting rid of clothes, that's awesome. I'm going to encourage you to not have the mentality of I'm going to get rid of it to buy more, which is okay, but don't get rid of things and then say, oh, now I have to go buy my clothes because I don't have anything to wear. So I kind of want you to get this, I want to call it a psychological cleanse for your closet, because if you find yourself getting rid of stuff and then buying more stuff and then you're in that pattern, it could be an unhealthy pattern that you want to look at up here, because we are trying to fulfill needs, grabbing things from the outside when we should be looking for them on the inside. So for those of you that may be struggling, I am going to encourage you to set some time apart, and you don't have to grab your whole, closet gear or drawer gear, whatever, and do the whole shopping moment like I did with my daughter, like I explained, but I do want you to be very realistic about the things that you're actually going to wear. And if it's something like, say, fancy, and you tell yourself, I'm going to wear it for whenever there's a party. Okay, well, look at your calendar. Is there a party coming in the next 6 months? Right? So kind of look at those type of things. And I want you to answer your own questions when it comes to figuring out whether or not the items in your closet really need to take up that space that's in there. Okay, so we're going to talk a little more about that. Just like clothing that you wear for some time, you should also be evolving. So the clothes that you have there, as nice as it could be, are you okay with stepping into that same part of you? Are you okay with evolving? Because clothing, when I was thinking about the closet, transformation, evolving, and learning how to not really, I don't want to say excuses this particular time, because it's not really an excuse, but we'll hold on to things for emotional reasons. Again, if you have a closet that's a little more empty, it kind of messes with the mind a little bit. It thinks it has to get filled up. So if your closet is 6 feet, long, start off with 1 foot. Okay. When you're done with that, do the next foot. So you don't have to look at it as a whole. Just look at it a chunk at a time, 1 foot at a time is what I'm going to ask you guys to do. So if your closet's 6 feet, that's great. If it's 20 feet, that's also great. But don't overwhelm yourself and just kind of take it 1 foot at a time. And I'm going to encourage everybody. This is the thing I would do. I would grab all my black tops and make one pile. All my gray tops and make a pile. So color coordinate. I want you guys to see how many black tops you have, how many gray tops you have, how many jeans you have. So what you can do is categorize everything. And then when you look at it, something about putting it out so your eyes can see, it's like, wow, I really don't need 10 shirts. If you do, that's great. But ask yourself those questions. We really have no idea what we have. So that's why I tell people, take things out and take a look at what you have and then base decisions on that, because that's going to overwhelm you. You're going to feel a little panicky maybe. And I just want you to know that's the energy that's kind of circulating in your closet area. So if you allow yourself to be exposed to those things and allow yourself to feel the feelings that come with it, you'd be surprised how much you're okay with releasing. Because sometimes we keep a lot of things because we think we're not going to have enough. But if you're seeing the abundance of things that you have, it's going to change your mind, and it's going to play a part in your psyche that's going to help you release a little bit easier than maybe you would had you not done that at first. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions, either now or later on when you watch this video. How do you feel when you purchase a new outfit? It's kind of like your first day of school or you go shopping. The confidence that comes with picking the right outfit, we should shoot for that every day. So if your clothes doesn't make you feel good, if it doesn't make you feel more confident, if it doesn't make you feel more alive, why are you keeping it? Just to put something on? Ask yourself that question. So I really want you to look at your clothing and ask yourself, is this something that would make me feel confident, like wearing a new outfit on my first day of school, first day of work, or whatever? We all know that feeling, right? When things just fit perfectly. There are a couple of you that have bags in your closet of clothing that you said you're going to take to the cleaners, but you haven't needed it, so you haven't taken it. There's also Some of you that have bags in your closet that need to be tailored, but you haven't taken it yet. And who knows how long that's been. So that's what I'm saying. Kind of go through each item in your closet and ask yourself, what reasons have I given myself to keep this, to not let go of this? Because we allow ourselves to obtain and hold on to things that might not be serving us because we somehow think that once we let go of it, we're not going to have anything. So I want you to take responsibility after you look at your closet and tell yourself, this is what I've created. Would I allow my friend to come here? Would I be okay with taking a picture of this closet and sending it to Coach? And that's one thing I was going to ask you guys. I would love, as you guys are decluttering, and I'll keep you anonymous, but I would love for you guys to send pictures of your progress. Before, after, during, and let me cheer you on. Let the rest of us cheer you on, because you're not the only ones tackling this challenge. Like, really, a lot of you have been asking, or like, you'd be surprised the amount of people always sharing their concerns about, oh my God, I haven't had time and my closet's a mess and my garage and everything. And they're so overwhelmed. So I want to once again encourage you guys to tackle this project, take it one chunk at a time. And when you start seeing different things, ask yourself, are you evolving? And I don't know why, but there's something about looking at clothing that kind of helps kick it into high gear. So take a look at those things. Stop holding on to things that can serve somebody else. I know there was a woman I was working with that had a whole bunch of like business clothing. And she had paid a whole bunch of money for them and loved her outfits and everything. And they were just kind of sitting in a closet. And we were talking, I was saying, man, there's a lot of women who would love to have like an interview outfit, many who don't have anything to wear. And after she did a lot of healing, she started decluttering, and she went and she donated a whole bunch of her business suits to like an organization that helped women, get jobs that were of low income, So the reward that she felt just being able to bless somebody else was huge. And then after that, her whole life, a lot of things in her life started changing. And she goes, I know it's because I did that. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But why not try and find out? That's always my motto, right? A lot of the things that I want you guys to think about is like, especially it feels like everything that's kind of behind closed doors has been coming up, or things that only you see. But I mean, not that you're going to walk a stranger into your house, but you know how when you have company over, you're more prone to like hurry up and clean up because you're afraid of people judging you? Then ask me how I know. Because I would have to like clean something, like, oh, so-and-so's coming over. And then all of a sudden the motivation came out of somewhere. So I want you guys to ask that question. Like, would you guys be okay with people seeing whatever you have behind your closed cabinets, behind, in your closet and things of that nature? And not that I want you to care about what people think, but that seems to be a motivating factor for us to kind of get started and get going. So again, send pictures, you guys, send questions. Let me know how I can support you. I'll be sharing some pictures as well. So we'll just post anonymously. We don't have to tell anybody who you are or whatever, but I want to applaud you for your efforts. If you're starting already, thank you so much for taking care of yourself and taking initiative. It's super, super important. I know you're already feeling shifts in your life, and I'm sure it has to do with you already setting the intention and starting to move that energy. So I think I will leave you guys with that. Let's try a new way of being. Let's feel fresh. Let's feel brand new. Let's feel like we're not suffocated, like we have space. Why not? Right? There are a lot of amazing things on the way. And I hope you will be with me sitting after we're all done, running around with our hands open, ready to receive. So I'll be doing that. I welcome you to come hang out with me. Would love to hear from you guys once again. Have an amazing night, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.